I gave myself a goal a couple months ago. I promised myself that I was going to make a solid income from art by my 28th birthday, which is in May. And if I don't accomplish this goal, I said I was going to go back to school, which I really do not want to do. I really don't want to do that. So I'm going to start documenting my journey. See what happens, but like I have to do a lot of planning. It's not like I'm gonna just hope for the best here because I really don't want to go back to school. I don't have a solid plan yet, but the first step is starting. And currently I'm painting a painting. No idea what it's gonna be, but again, the first step is just making first steps. This is what I'm doing right now. Currently, where do I stand with my art? I've been doing art for a few years now. I've always liked painting and art, but I started taking it relatively seriously a couple years ago, and I have been doing commission art pieces for the past couple years. Last year was really slow, and I don't think I had any. I was also occupied with other things, but now I'm relatively settled, and I don't have a choice whether I'm settled or not. If I don't get the ball rolling, I'm going to school. I don't want to go to school. School's great for other people, but not for me. I have 2 original pieces. Actually, I have 3 original pieces that are complete. One of them is this ski one that I made for my boyfriend. But this is my only original piece that I'm proud of and love and feel connected with. I have another one that's started down there, but the direction got lost on me. I'm gonna play around with that one after this one, or maybe at the same time. And then the other one I have completed is this one, which is a little Canucks record. This was supposed to be a commission, but I finished it. Oh gee. She wanted to be in the shot. I said, hey, do you want to spend more money than you anticipated on this one? Sorry, I just ended up spending more time and effort than I expected. Or would you like me to make you a perfect copy called a giclée for way less? And he said, giclée. So I said, okay. And then I made a freaking giclée. And then he ghosted me altogether. So now I have 2 copies of this painting. That one cost me $200. That one cost me 9 months. And I'm not even a Canucks fan. I'm an Oilers fan. So my boyfriend is happy to have this, but I am not. And the thing about the Canucks one is that I'm not specifically tied to it emotionally. It doesn't feel like it represents me and my art. So I don't like it for that reason. I'm proud of how it turned out, but I don't know, I just don't really like it. It's not my vibe. So what I'm trying to do right now is make a couple of pieces that are cohesive enough that I could either say are in a collection together or just have a couple of different pieces that I can put on my website, which needs to be redone too. But just, I want a couple pieces ready that showcase my talent and style. So I'm trying to just paint mindlessly because I overthink so much what I want to paint that I have no stock. And once I have a couple pieces that represent me and who I believe that I am as an artist, then I'm going to start selling prints and maybe do a little gallery event somehow. I need to do more research on that, but that's my very vague goal right now. However, I am going to sit down and make a very actionable plan. I think that's the way you say that. I do also have a couple of these sculpted pieces that I think will be in the same collection once they are finished, but obviously I won't be able to make prints of them because they're 3D. That is one of them, and then That is one of them. That one, absolutely crazy story actually. I used to live in a little penthouse with my best friend. Spent absolutely all of our money there on rent, but it was so much fun. And we had a nice balcony. Oh my goodness, Gigi, you are just wanting all my attention right now, huh? So we had a giant balcony on this penthouse. It was like 20 stories high, I want to say, downtown Vancouver. And I had set up a spray painting tent outside, and I started that thing like 3 apartments ago. The apartment before the one I was in with my friend. And I spent a ton of time on it. I finished it essentially like 3 times, but I was so OCD about it that I ruined it and had to redo a bunch of sanding and spray painting until I got almost finished with it, which was at the place with the penthouse. So I'm spray painting in my little spray paint tent. It was actually done. It was beautiful. It was great. I spray painted it a perfect coat of glossy black, and the goal was to do one final coat of a metallic spray paint, like a silver metallic, because I wanted it to look like molten chrome. And so it was perfectly primed with the black. I left it on the stand in the tent to dry while I went to work, and a crazy storm broke out. I don't even think I put 2 and 2 together while I was at work, because I didn't even ask my friend to check on it or anything, but she ended up messaging me and she was like, hey, just got home, your piece got blown in the wind and it flipped upside down and your tent is gone. Luckily, I was finishing up work anyway at that time. I ran home and then I was just gonna do a little quick pass to see if the tent was anywhere around. And it's a spray painting tent, mind you. It's not a waterproof tent. It was just a screen door so that no dust or anything like that gets in it. And so I get home, I'm looking around the sidewalk area of my apartment building, and I find it with a homeless guy inspecting it. Then there was a security guard from my building inspecting the guy, inspecting my tent. And then I pulled up and I was like, hey guys, you're not gonna believe this, but that's actually my tent. So then I awkwardly bundled it up and brought it upstairs. My piece was completely waterlogged. It had flipped upside down, backside to the sky, got totally soaked in the rain. We had hair dryers pointed at it for a few hours, but it was cracked and busted and so waterlogged. I do still have it. I patched it up with expanding foam. I have not finished it to this day. I also don't really have a great place to spray paint at this point in my life because my balcony is the size of a queen size bed. The penthouse patio was giant. It was perfect for making weird sculpted pieces like that. Ideally, I do want to finish those 2 pieces because they're nearly finished, and then I can add those to whatever this little collection is that I'm working on. And yeah, that's where I'm at right now. But again, simple goal here is I need to start making money from my art. I have no idea how without the help of the internet, and so this is kind of going to be a vlog style journey of the next couple months. And hopefully if there's anyone in my shoes that is trying to pursue a creative career, I guess, maybe I can be a little bit of help. Maybe we can figure it out together. Also, if anyone knows anything that can fast track this experience for me, that would be wonderful. All and any tips are greatly welcomed. So yeah, the only money I've made from my art ever is just one and done commissions, which has always been great. Usually it's friends or friends of friends that have commissioned me. I haven't ever had a stranger commission me, but yeah, that's where we're at. I also always wanted to start a YouTube channel, so here we go. Let's see if I actually edit and upload it, because the amount of YouTube videos I've filmed and never edited and posted is just one of my many faults. I just want to hold myself accountable, stay disciplined, prove to myself I can actually do it, and I would like to not be a server for the rest of my life. That would be ideal. I really want to be a mom someday, and so being able to work from home would be amazing. I'm just gonna continue doing whatever I was doing, and I'll tell you what I'm doing. And I don't know, shut up, I don't know how to do this again. I think while I wait for this paint to fully dry, I am going to organize the pile of art supplies I have under my desk, because my desk is very not functional right now, and I have a lot of creative hobbies. Unfortunately, too much for my own good. I paint, oil paint, watercolor paint, acrylic paint, sculpt. I use air dry clay, I use polymer clay. I bullet journal, I do calligraphy, I do nail art, I do my own nails. These ones are really, really bad. I use these little stickers that you put on, and you can just see the texture of my nails through the stickers, and like the edges, you can see every little flaw. There you go, you can see. But they're actually staying on quite well, so there's an upside to everything. Also, look at the freaking view today. So pretty. It's been really foggy and cloudy the past couple days, but in the prettiest way ever. So this is what we're working with. This is a lamp that used to have a really cool glass top that fell over and broke, and I've been wanting to make my own lampshade because I can't find anything like it. However, it's been looking like this since before I moved. That is all the art supplies that I need to go through. That is the desk. It's the IKEA secretary desk where this folds up and hides the mess and stuff. I also have a sewing machine I bought in COVID and never learned how to use. I really don't know how to do this, but we're gonna do it together. One thing that's really awesome about having so many interests and hobbies, or interests in having hobbies, is that I've completely over prepared for any hobby I might have any little interest in. For instance, I have a full tripod camera situation, literally just in case I ever decided I wanted to actually film a YouTube video. I also have lights. I don't know if these are any good, but I got them actually because I used to be a lot more on my Depop, which is just another thing I really need to do, is 5 freaking bins of clothes I have to put on my Depop, which I've just been putting off for literally years at this point. The clothes are probably not even cute anymore, but allow me to just try to actually set one of these lights up briefly. I haven't used these in so long. This is broken. Okay girl. I just love to make excuses for myself. I've always been like, oh, I can't film anything because the lighting, I don't have good lighting. Girl, you can do anything you try. I used to film TikTok videos quite often. No rhyme, no reason. I was actually completely dissociated most of the time I was making TikToks. I don't really remember making a lot of them, but I made them all the time. And even though I made them all the time, I had a lot of trouble talking to the camera. I felt very awkward. You can find real life examples of that right on my TikTok. Also, apparently, if you search up haircut, I'm like the first video. Well, at least I was for a colleague of mine, which was extremely embarrassing. So I don't know if that's the case for everyone or if it's like local or something. I don't know, but all my embarrassing TikToks are online still, and I made not even a penny from them, so that's really great. I think I need to make a plan here. Hang on. We're losing daylight and this light is freaking bright. I can't even see if it's gonna look good. That's gonna have to do, because anyway, this is what we've come up with. Number 1, I'm gonna make some piles. Painting, drawing, sculpting, tools. Maybe there will be another pile if I forgot about something. There will probably be another pile. 2, go through the piles. Does this make me feel excited or guilty? Will I realistically use this within the next year? Will I realistically use this within the next year? I will have a key pile, giveaway, trash. The key pile will be unique to each individual category. 3, we're gonna find homes for everything. Frequently used, visible, and within reach. Stickers for my little sister. She's 19. Frequently used will be visible, within reach. Rarely used will be in storage. Someone put it away where I can't see it until I really need it. Every category will get its own bin, just one for one. So now I think I'm gonna do a little fast video. I'm gonna do a little, you know? Do you know what I mean? Okay. I'm not done. Wasn't as bad as I expected. I do have a bunch of paint out. That's just tools, but I do have some paint out over there. And then I have that art cart thing. And I have some paintbrushes over there. But I think that actually is it. I'm crazy because that doesn't feel like a lot to me. But I used to have a whole studio, so it's actually, I downsized, so I think. I don't know. I'm kidding. I've been talking to myself for so long. But anyway, I'm taking a little pause because I want to paint a layer on my painting. Even though my boyfriend's gonna get home soon and it's much worse than how I left it this morning. But Christian just called me and he's actually not gonna be leaving for another 30 minutes from work, which means I have time to paint a layer and continue to clean. So I'm going to do that. Okay, I got a little carried away there and started defrosting chicken and cleaning dishes. I'm gonna sign right off and call my sister because I've still got to finish this. I'm getting distracted. I need someone to hold me accountable. So I'm gonna FaceTime my sister and she's gonna do the boring stuff with me. I'm gonna sign off and I'm gonna film another video. I'm gonna edit this video, I'm gonna upload it. I'm also gonna film another video and edit it and upload it, and then I'm gonna film another one and edit it and upload it. I hope my sister picks up the phone. Thanks for watching my little video. Sorry for singing so much. Gigi, you can say goodbye? Thank you. We'll see you soon.